Remain seated and come to order. Court is in session.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. I'll go on the record. We'll call the calendar People versus Alexandra Paul. This is Santurio, counsel, and the defendants are present in court, and the 12 regular jurors are present in court. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I understand that you have reached a verdict. Is that correct? Okay, and would the foreperson hand the envelope to the bailiff, please? All right, the verdicts appear to be in order. I will go ahead and have my clerk read the verdicts.
In the Superior Court of the State of California, in and for the County of Merced, the people of the State of California, plaintiff versus Alexandra Paul, defendant. Case number 22CR01899A, count 1, verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Alexandra Paul, not guilty of
Quiet.
The people of the State of California, plaintiff versus Alicia Santurio, defendant. Case number 22CR01899B, count 1, verdict. We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Alicia Santurio, not guilty of the crime of petty theft in misdemeanor. Signed by juror number 3530 in seat number 1.
All right. Madam Foreperson, is that the verdict of the jury? Okay. Any party which has the jury poll?
No.
Defense wish to have the jury poll? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have now completed your jury service in this case. On behalf of the judges of the court, please accept my thanks for your time and effort. Now that the case is over, you may choose whether or not to discuss the case and your deliberations with anyone. Let me tell you about some rules that have been put in place for your convenience and protection. The lawyers in this case, the defendant or their representatives, may now talk to you about the case, including your deliberations or verdicts. Those discussions must occur at a reasonable time and place and with your consent. Please immediately report to the court any unreasonable contact made without your consent by the lawyers in this case, their representatives, or the defendant. A lawyer, representative, or defendant who violates these rules violates a court order and may be fined. I order that the court's record of personal juror identifying information, including names, addresses, and telephone numbers, be sealed until further order of this court. If in the future the court is asked to decide whether this information will be released, notice will be sent to any juror whose information is involved. You may oppose the release of this information and ask that any hearing on the release be closed to the public. the court will decide whether and under what conditions any information may be disclosed. Let me just make some personal observations, as a personal thing to all of you. In jury deliberations, I think there was some commentary made about the nature of this case, and it would be a waste of time for you to be here. And as you can see throughout the trial, there are very important issues that both sides are very passionate about. So this is not just about two chickens, it's about very important principles. And I would also note that you have taken your job seriously. You have been attentive, you have been on time, you have asked very thoughtful questions throughout the trial, paid very close attention to the evidence and the arguments of counsel, very respectful to the court, and devoted significant amount of time in your deliberation. So you took this matter very seriously. And so on behalf of the parties, on behalf of the court, myself, I want to thank you very much for the excellent job that you did. I'm going to excuse you at this point. Your jury service is completed, and now you are excused. Thank you, Commissioner. Yes. All right, is there stipulation to return the exhibits at this point, counsel?
People would stipulate.
Okay, defense stipulates.
Yes, sir.
All right, exhibits stipulated to be returned. Counsel, I want to also thank you and commend all of you for your professionalism and diligence in prosecuting in this matter, this trial, to the people as well as defense. Thank you so much for the excellent job that both sides did and the professionalism both sides displayed. Thank you very much.
Thank you also. All righty, folks. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I just didn't want to go out with it.
No, it's all good.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no, so
You tried to help. You were awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate how well behaved you guys were. I don't know if that's the right word, but. Oh, for sure, yes.
so interested in hearing the.
I'd love to hear from them too. Oh, I hope she. I'm just like.
I was concerning to you as well.
Can we get a group hug?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But jury number
Clients in the
one.
middle. Clients in the
Four
middle.
person.
Yep, let's get the clients in the
Yeah, you were right.
That's right, she would have been my fourth person too.
Okay, that was a bit easy.
Do you believe it?
We all did it.
After all these 1.5 years. 1.5 years.
Awesome.
And you're free. You're free. 1.5
Oh,
years.
shoot.
What an ordeal.
Oh, my God.
Oops,
Thank you all for being here the last 10 days. I mean, amazing that you were there. It just made such a difference. And I just personally, I'm going to just start off here. I want to thank Wayne, my attorney, and Kevin Little, our attorney, because I kind of stole a little bit of it.
Anytime.
Because without them, without them, and their brilliant strategy, we would not have gotten the acquittal.
Yeah, and of course Chris, who unfortunately
Chris,
couldn't be
who's
here
not
with
here,
us
of
today.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is 2 in a row.
Well, I just want to say this is for Ethan and Jax.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this shows that he lost his life, but it wasn't in vain, because this is going to make change.
It is.
And I'm just really happy to be part of this team, this amazing, wonderful, victorious team.
I'll say what I said after the Utah verdict, which is this should be a clarion call for animal abusing corporations everywhere. That if you are going to hurt animals, people will intervene and stop you, and they will be defended by our community and American citizens. So this democracy has been corrupted by corporate greed for far too long, and this is a statement in defense of not just these 2 women's right to rescue animals, but the right of every living being, human or non-human, to be protected from corporate abuse. And so this case stands for so much more than just these 2 chickens and these 2 individuals. And I'm so grateful to the jurors for making the right choice, the moral choice, and the choice that I think was required for them under law. So, and I'm glad my friends are free. I'm very glad. I was